Reason of the decline in ROA is because of the decrease in net income and total assets. For ROE, there has been, this just generates the profits for the shareholders. There's a decrease. The reason for the decrease is the net income and or total assets, but it's been had an increase in 2015 and then it just has been slowly declining since then. So the SWOT analysis. So we have strengths, opportunities, weakness, and threats. So Delta's main strengths are its customer service, the culture that it has, and for its strong family bond that it has, and its purchasing strategy. They own all their planes and their oil refineries. For the opportunities that Delta has is technology. It could always be increasing. They want to go more eco-friendly with their fuel, and they have the opportunity to get, for social media, to get out of that bad press. They want to have good, positive press. For weaknesses, the North American market has been up and down. Not many people want to fly to Mexico or fly up to Canada. It's an easy drive for many of the states. So many of the United States citizens want to go abroad, go over to Asia, Europe, or Africa. Another weakness is the hub and spoke system. This just allows companies to have either direct flights or go indirectly and go to have different stops along the way. And it's financial issues. They're having a huge financial issue that everything's been decreasing in prices, but slowly and steadily. So they want to have that, need that pick-me-up. Other threats that Delta has are the travel bans. They recently just got lifted of a travel ban from Africa, but they also have the travel ban in Russia, in Korea, and various other in Asian countries. Depression and recession. So many countries are in a depression or a recession with its money, so it's hard to travel to those places. And then international disasters like hurricanes and diseases as well. Ebola, so we had a hard time getting flights to Africa because of Ebola, and they had many difficult flights getting to places in the States due to Hurricane Harvey and Maria, and also Sandy back in for the East Coast. So value chain analysis. The value chain analysis is a strategic management tool for leaders that just helps organize its activities, and so the firm can have the competitive advantages of the industry having higher prices or lower prices as well. There are 4 main key steps. It is industry value chain, compare, price drivers, and growth percentage costs. So there are 2 main categories for value chain, so primary and supporting. Primary is your logistics, marketing, and operations. Supporting is your HR, technology, and procurement. There is growth and market share is not really a reliable goal for Delta, and the shareholder value is measured by stock prices. And Delta associates with receiving strong and discriminating products as well as its customer service's dignity. The 2 main recommendations that I have for Delta and the airline industry is technology. Technology is the main driving force, and includes always improving, like going paperless. I know Delta has been adding human IDing, so using facial recognitions or DNA by fingerprints. To allow to go paperless. They do have this technology in about 3 of their airports, Delta, Detroit, and I believe New York and Washington. And that has increased the flow of going from the ticket counter all the way to the gate. All it uses just as your face ID, and it's just an easier process for the customers, and they're wanting to expand this process as well, and I feel like this is a great recommendation that they need to implement through all other companies as well. I believe also Delta needs to add at least 1 destination to every country. They have been adding flights to, they recently just added a flight to India this year that will be starting at the beginning of 2020. And they just need to increase. They used to have flights to many countries, and they just need to bring those flights back, and they need to try to at least have 1 destination in every country to just the efficiency of getting people to travel. Instead of being stuck on a plane for 18 to 24 hours, you can at least stop in different countries or in a different city to get off, have some real food, and stretch your legs and not be stuck on sitting in an aircraft. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thanks, and